Hey guys, it's Casey and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another first impression video, and as you can tell from the title of this video, this first impressions will be on the new Pat McGrath foundation. I am so excited to be trying this foundation out. I just got it last night. I just cannot wait to get it on my face. I am super pumped and excited. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this. Before we begin, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload a new video. And let's go ahead and get started. So per usual, as I do all my first impressions on foundations, let me just give you guys the tea on the product. So this foundation is a 1.18 fluid ounces. It is a whopping $68. It's expensive, y'all. It's real expensive. If I am correct, there's a total of 36 shades of this foundation. There's like so amount of light, and then there's a lot more medium and darker shades. If you guys do not know who Pat McGrath is, she is a very famous makeup artist with a very successful makeup line that is very pricey, and this is actually my first Pat McGrath product I've ever owned. This is supposed to be a sheer to medium foundation with a nice dewy like finish. With Pat McGrath being such a famous makeup artist, she's done a lot of backstage work. I'm pretty sure lots of celebrities that you may know. And when you think of runway makeup opposed to Instagram makeup, runway makeup is more so about looking like skin. It's more about the dewiness, the glow, you know, seeing your skin through the makeup, opposed to Instagram makeup, which is a little bit more full coverage, kind of like the Juvia's Place foundation. It's very different. It's for a very different kind of person. So if you're somebody who is heavily into Instagram makeup, I'm not too sure if this is the foundation for you, but obviously I'm sure there's a way to manipulate it to fit your needs. I am somebody who loves to flip back and forth. A lot of you guys may see Instagram makeup on my actual Instagram. However, if you were to meet me in person, if you were to ask anybody that has ever met me in person, they will tell you I do a lot more skin-like makeup. I honestly don't wear that much makeup on a consistent basis. I'm more so like very dewy, natural skin. This sounds like an amazing foundation for every day, even though it's $68. So I probably would save this for more bougie nights out. I just want to go ahead and get started with putting this foundation on. This will be a wear test. I am going out to like a festival kind of situation, so I will be outside in the sun, so we're definitely going to see how this foundation lasts on my skin. So the packaging to this foundation is so beautiful. Like, it's sleek. It's this matte black cartridge. It kind of reminds me of like something that a perfume or cigarettes would come in, and it has this gold lettering. I just want you guys to witness how bougie this packaging is. Like, look at this. Look how it opens. Wow. Your foundation could never. So this is what the foundation bottle looks like. Super beautiful, super bougie and luxurious looking. This is definitely a foundation that you just want to put on your vanity. Like, you don't want to just tuck this away in a drawer. You want, matter of fact, my beauty room is mainly black, white, and gold. So I'm actually going to save the packaging and put this on display because it is such a beautiful packaging for a foundation. Wow. So just to let you guys know, I did purchase my foundation in the shade medium 19. I am a NC44 in MAC. I am Rio and Juvia's Place. I am shade 330 in Fenty, and I think I'm also 330 in Maybelline if I'm not mistaken. So just for some references for you guys. So when I was in Sephora, my homegirl who works there told me that this is amazing applied with your hands or a brush. So I'm actually going to use a brush because I have this thing about using my hands for foundation. It just kind of makes me cringe a little bit. I'm going to use the MAC 170. But before we begin, obviously you want to prime your skin. My primer of choice today would be the Too Faced Hangover RX. I've been really loving this primer. I feel like it gives me a hydrated feel, and it kind of has like a tackiness to it. Now, I know Pat McGrath did also come out with a primer and a powder. They did not have them in Sephora when I went yesterday to purchase the foundation, so I just got the foundation. So my skin is nice and prepped, and just to let you guys know, I did exfoliate and do a face mask this morning. I wanted my skin to be completely flawless. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just put some of this foundation on the back of my hand. It is a pretty runny consistency, as you guys can see. It's pretty thin. It's not like thick like paint. All right, we can go ahead and start applying it. The foundation doesn't really have a smell or anything. So in the viewfinder, the foundation looks like it's a perfect match. In person, it's just a little darker, which is okay with me. I don't mind that because I do highlight, so I can easily balance this out, but it is just slightly darker than my complexion. So it is definitely a more sheer to medium coverage for sure. They're definitely right about that. I can see a little bit of my imperfections pop through, but like I said, I'm okay with that. I do like that look. I do like for my skin to look like skin sometimes and not so much like caked on makeup. But my skin looks really beautiful. It looks really smooth and flawless. Because this foundation is so thin, I don't think I would recommend applying it with a beauty blender. I feel like you're gonna waste a lot of product applying it with a beauty blender since the beauty blender is so porous. I feel like it's just going to soak up a lot of that foundation. So maybe I wouldn't recommend doing it with a sponge, just feeling the consistency of it. I have had foundations with this similar consistency and I know you can waste a lot of product applying with a beauty blender. You could probably do it with a brush first and then blend out any streaking that you might see. You can always do that, but I wouldn't apply the foundation directly to the beauty blender. This is $68, like I said a million times before, because woo child, that's expensive. You don't want to waste your product. Okay, now that I have the foundation on, just want to take a look. It looks really pretty. It looks really, really good. It looks nice and dewy and luminous. So I think the foundation looks and feels amazing on the skin. What I'm going to do is finish off my makeup and then we'll go to Curl Fest, have a good time, and definitely check in later so you guys can see how the foundation is holding up in the heat at a festival, having fun, turning up, dancing, being crazy. Okay guys, so this is the completed look. I just have to add my lip, but your girl is kind of in a rush, so I'm gonna do that on my way to Curl Fest. We're gonna see how this foundation holds up, so be right back. Alright guys, so I am back and it is currently 10:39 p.m. When I applied this foundation earlier, it was around 10:30 a.m. So it's been approximately 12 hours since I've had this foundation on. So I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know my final thoughts. So this is what the foundation currently looks like. So we definitely do have some creasing right here as well as right here, which is pretty normal for me. Although I always get creasing like in my smile lines as well as right here because I'm very expressive. One thing I've never experienced is foundation breaking up on my chin, and I am definitely experiencing that with this one. There's a lot of breaking right on my chin here. I will say that I love how the foundation gave me a luminous and natural finish. I think it looks really, really pretty. However, I don't think that my skin... I just did this whole thing with one earring on. You know what? Bye. I think the foundation is really pretty. However, I don't think it's $68 pretty. I think that my skin looks good, but not mind-blowing. I was out in the heat. I did a lot of walking today, a lot of sweating, and I feel like it held up for that. And I wanted to tell you guys, I did not touch up. I did not touch up one time. This is just how the foundation looks, you know, without any touching up for 12 hours in the heat. And I feel like it looks beautiful. It definitely gave me a really luminous, natural, yet good coverage kind of finish. However, I don't think it's worth $68. I think a great dupe for this would actually be the NARS All Day Luminous one. That one has a very similar consistency. It's like kind of thin and runny, but it also gives you beautiful coverage. It also gives you a beautiful luminous finish. And I want to say that one's about $20 cheaper. So if you are looking for something that's lightweight, that's going to give you a really beautiful dewy look, try that one because it is cheaper than the Pat McGrath one. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the Pat McGrath packaging is absolutely freaking stunning. Like, she really knocked it out the park with the packaging. But I just don't feel like the foundation blew me away enough to spend $68. Before I go ahead and return this to Sephora, I am going to try it one more time. Maybe on a cooler day, maybe a day where I'm not walking outside so much and I'm not sweating, and I can see how the foundation holds up in that kind of climate. But I still don't think that it's going to blow me away to the point where I'm like, oh my gosh, I would definitely spend $70 on this foundation over and over again. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it did that for me. I love the fact fact that it's black owned, of course. Pat McGrath is an icon, but I can't justify $68 on this foundation, so I hope that makes sense. So yeah, guys, that is going to wrap up this wear test review situation. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.